បានចឹងបាទអញ្ចឹងកុំឲ្យខាតពេលយូរយើងមានវាគ្មិនយើងម្នាក់ទៀតមកពី Edmonds College គឺអ្នកស្រីBecky កែវគាត់នឹងចូលរួមក្នុង Zoom meeting របស់យើងហ្នឹងហើយគាត់នឹងចែកម្លែកអំពី Edmonds College នៅរដ្ឋ Washington State បាទអញ្ចឹងអ្នកនរគ្នាអាចទម្លាក់ជាសំណួរតាម chat នឹងក៏បានតាមយើងអាចរងចាំនៅពេល Q&A session ក៏បានអូខេអញ្ចឹង Hi Becky
Hello
Hi I'm sorry there might be a little bit difficulty with the time zone sorry
no problem yeah
so are you ready
Yes, I'm ready. I might be able to
I also set you as the co-host so you can share your presentation slide. So
okay, perfect.
Okay, so all right, so you can start now.
All right. Is it okay to start now?
Yeah.
Okay, so good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. And my name is Becky Chow, and I'm from Edmonds College. So I know it's morning time in Cambodia. It's about 6:50 in the evening in Seattle area. So it's really my pleasure to have everybody here, and thank you so much for your time. So before I get started, I'm going to introduce myself just a little bit. So I actually came to the United States as an international student after I completed my high school. So at first, I didn't have very good English skills. I didn't speak very good English. So I attended a 2-year college. I studied English and then I enrolled in a program called 2+2. So after I completed my first 2 year, earning my associate degree, and then I transferred to the University of Washington to finish my bachelor's in international business. And then later on, just a couple years ago, I also completed my master's in higher education. And so today I am serving as the associate director of international outreach at Edmonds College. So you might know now I have been a student and also a student advisor, instructor, and I also owning my study abroad agency helping students from all over the world. So I just want to ask students, if you have any questions about study in the United States in the future, don't hesitate to reach out and contact me anytime, and I'm always happy to help. You might ask now, so where is Edmonds College, right? So we are actually located in Washington State in a city called Linwood. So on the map, you will see Linwood is right over here. And we are about 25 minutes north of Seattle. And our students always take weekend trip to Vancouver, Canada. So by car, if you drive a car and you go to Vancouver, Canada, it only takes 2 hours from Linwood. So we are also 45 minutes north of the SeaTac International Airport. So when you arrive at Edmonds College, here's the airport you will arrive. And if you want to fly out of state, let's say if you want to fly from Seattle to Los Angeles in California, it'll roughly take about 2.5 hours by an airplane. So now you should have a basic idea where we are in Washington State. So my next slides. Oh. So Seattle is actually a very, very diverse place. We welcome students and visitors from all different countries and all different cultural backgrounds. And Seattle, we are also being called a tech hub. So there are so many different opportunities for internships or jobs in the future when you graduate. So we have Boeing, we have Microsoft, we have Amazon, we have Costco, Nordstrom, Starbucks. We have so many great companies. If your goal is to really to work in one of these great companies in the future, so you might want to start studying in the area and then do your internships in the area as well. So if you haven't visited Seattle yet, Seattle is a very beautiful, very diverse place. So I hope in the future, after COVID-19 is finished, and you can make your trip over here and come to see us and see Edmonds College. Seattle is also the home to many, many different startup companies. And we also have international students start their own business in the future. So I'm looking forward to see one of our students to do the same. So our campus, Edmonds College, was founded back in 1967. So just 3 years later, we start to serve international students. And then 2020, we're also celebrating our 50-year anniversary of serving international students. So right now we have over 1,200 international students from 64 different countries. And our college is also accredited by the Northwest Commission on College and University. That means your degree earned from Edmonds College will be recognized worldwide as well. So before I am talking about our programs, I'm just sharing just a little bit about the US education system. So in the US, students will finish their high school, finish their 12th grade, and they'll continue on to a 2-year or 4-year university institution. If you are 16 years of age, if you are in high school still, you haven't graduated yet, you can also come to Edmonds College to finish your high school diploma. So if you're 16 and then you haven't completed your high school in your home country, you can come to Edmonds to earn your high school diploma as well as your associate degree at the same time. So that means you will not only save a lot of time, but also a lot of tuition money. So by the 2 years you graduate, you have both degrees, and then you'll be ready to transfer to your dream school, to your dream 4-year institution to complete your bachelor's degree. So we go by a quarter system, meaning we have 4 quarters each year. We have winter, spring, summer, and the fall quarter. So each quarter is about 10 to 12 weeks long. So on average, our international students will take 15 credits each quarter. So 15 credits is usually 3 classes. Let's say maybe a math class, an English class, and a history class or a science class. An associate degree requires the minimum of 90 credits. So roughly it takes 6 quarters for our students to complete their associate degree. And then when you complete your 90 credits, getting your degree, and then you'll be ready to continue to your 4-year institution as a 3rd-year student, as a transfer student. So you already know we have over 1,200 international students on campus right now. And then we ask the students why they choose Edmonds, why they want to come here and study. So they say the first reason is the classes are very small. So they can interact with their instructors and professors. When they have a question, they can always make an appointment with their instructor, and then they can go to their instructors at any time. So it's very convenient, and it's very easy to see or to seek help from your instructors. And our staff, our instructors on campus, are professionals who really care about your success. We have been running our international programs for so long, for 50 years. We know how we can help you to reach your goal, to to help you succeed. And also, depending on your schedule, some international students, they will work. So we offer a very flexible class schedule. So you can choose your daytime, evening, weekend, or online classes. And our location is a great location. I was actually very surprised when I started working at Edmonds College. There are so many different restaurants, stores, clinics, supermarkets. It's all walking distance from our college. You don't have to own a car if you don't want to. We offer 4 different kinds of study options. I will also talk in details. So we have the university transfer, we have our high school completion, professional and technical programs, as well as certificates. So we have an open admission policy. So meaning we don't require TOEFL, else we don't ask you for SAT scores. So if you are 16 years old, you can apply to us, and we accept students 4 times a year. Our tuition is fairly cheap compared to universities. Is about 1/3 to half of the tuition rate when you go to a 4-year institution. And for our international students, we offer many free services. So we have one-on-one advising, we have immigration assistance, counseling, we have a career action center for students who look for jobs, tutoring, and just so many you can explore, and you can ask for free help. So the cost comparison here, you will see the first column is Edmonds College. So our tuition is about less than $10,000 US per year. That's 3/4, and plus living expense, health insurance, textbooks. For every year, the cost of attendance is a little under $20,000 US. So compared to a public school, for example, like the University of Washington, so the cost of attendance is about $56,000 US. And then if you compare to a private school, like the Seattle University, the cost would be pretty much $66,000 US. So you will see by attending Edmonds College for the first 2 years, you'll be able to save a lot of money. And then the program of study. So the first one I will talk about is the university transfer. So we also call this 2+2 program. So that means you come to Edmonds, study for 2 years, get your high school diploma or your associate degree or both, and then you transfer to your dream school, your dream 4-year institution. Since we have our individual office of international programs, so we have our trained professional advisors who will help our students when it comes to the transfer process. So we offer one-on-one advising. So our advisors will help students to select schools, and based on the schools you want to transfer to, will help you to make your academic plan. So our advisors know what classes is the best for the universities you want to transfer to. And then our advisors will also help you to see if there's any scholarship opportunities for you to apply, or they will help you with your application, your personal statement, so on, and so recommendation letters as well. And then our advisors also host our advising and transfer workshops. So later on, I will share just a few topics that our advisor will host these workshops on. Also, we have transfer fairs twice a year. So our students will be able to meet with university representatives directly and ask questions on how to go to those schools. And Edmonds College also has great connections and relationships with other universities in and outside of Washington State. So we will be able to give our international students conditional admission and transfer agreements. So here are just a few examples. So our workshops, all these are free workshops, and you can sign up and you can go. We cover topics like how to register classes or how to make your academic plan. So what classes you need to take in order to go to your dream school. And then how to apply to California universities. Since we have many students who are interested in transferring to the University of California, so we have a workshop just on those particular schools. And then also, of course, you want to go to a top university. So we have a workshop on how to apply to competitive schools. Since we are in Washington State, so we have many students who wants to go to the University of Washington. They want to go to the UW Foster School of Business. So we will cover topics as such as well. And then for those students who want to work, who graduate and who want to apply for optional practical training to work for 1 year in the United States, we also help students to apply OPT, and then we help you to see how to find a job, how to write your resume, cover letter as well. So here are just some very broad areas of study. So you will see many students want to study art, business, communication, science, mathematics. So if you don't see your major, you might see them here. And these are just some examples. Actually, you can study any major and you can come to Edmonds to get your first 2-year basic college education. And then with all these basic classes, you can transfer anywhere. So here are just some numbers. So far, we have 100% transfer success rate. So for students who want to transfer to a 4-year school, our advisors were able to help our students to find a school of their choice. And our students have been accepted to 170 universities worldwide. And our transfer GPA is about 3.8 out of 4. So you can see that's very high. And we also have the #1 transfer rate to the University of California in Los Angeles from a college outside of California back in 2015. So here, again, it's a list of all the universities our student transferred to. And I have another page. So you will see there are so many competitive schools like the University of Texas, University of Maryland, University of Washington, and also, of course, University of California, all different campuses. So as I mentioned, conditional acceptance earlier. So conditional acceptance meaning when you apply to Edmonds College and you can choose one of these schools from this list. And then we'll also be able to give you a conditional acceptance. So on the conditional acceptance, it will list the very minimum requirements for you to accomplish, to reach. So as soon as you meet the requirement, and then you can study at the school in the future. And we also have direct transfer. So direct transfer is when you graduate from Edmonds College, and then you meet one of these universities' very minimum requirement, and then your acceptance will be guaranteed. So you can study at any one of these if you want to. So Central Washington University. If your dream school is to transfer to Central Washington University, you can actually, you don't have to leave Edmonds College. You can still live in our dorms because we have a satellite campus of Central Washington on our campus. So we have international students who, after they complete their associate degree, they decided to attend Central Washington, so they don't have to leave at all. They can still study on our campus, live in our dorms. So the next program is our high school program. So in Washington State, we are eligible to offer international students high school diplomas. So if you are interested in American high school diploma and you haven't finished your high school study in your home country, you can do so. So you can come to our school. Our high school advisors will help you to make an academic plan, so you will know how many quarters you will take to finish your high school diploma. And also, as far as I know, we are the only college who will offer you high school diploma at the time when you finish your high school courses. So we are not like some other schools. They may ask you to study high school and then associate degree, and then at the end of your study, you will get your high school and associate degree at the same time. We're not like that. So if you only take you 2 quarters to finish your high school diploma, as soon as you finish, we'll give you the diploma. So after that, you can decide if you want to continue to study associate degree, or you can go to other schools as well. And now we're intensive ESL. So there are 5 levels from the beginning to advanced classes in our intensive ESL programs. Currently, we are actually redesigning our program, so I'll be able to share more information in the future, but I'm sure it's going to be better for our international students. So intensive ESL is designed to help students improve your reading, writing, grammar, speaking, and listening skills. So all these classes will help you get ready to enroll in academic college level classes. So the bachelor's degree. So currently we offer 2 bachelor's degrees on our campus. One is called the Bachelor of Applied Science in Child, Youth, Family Studies. And then the second is Information Technology Application Development. So if you are one of those students who are interested in these areas, you can complete your 4-year bachelor's degree at Edmonds College. So we also offer professional and technical programs. So a technical program is actually, I would take some technical courses required for a job preparation. You can also take these classes and transfer to a 4-year institution. So for example, if you want to learn how to cook and how to become a chef, so here we have a program for you. And the certificates, so certificates are those short-term programs. So they're usually ranging from 6 to 9 months. And these programs, some of them are OPT eligible, meaning you can take a short-term program, certificate program, and then you graduate, and then you can apply for a year of optical practical training. So you earn your degree within a year. Usually it's 9 months, and then you can also look for a job in the US after you graduate. So the housing, we have our housing department. We have 2 on-campus dorms. One is called the Rainier Place, and the other is called the Trident Court. So here is just a very simple picture of the Rainier Place. So if you are 16 years old, you can apply to live in our dorm. All these rooms are furnished, and then there's laundry room, community room, there's wireless internet and basic cable if you drive, and there's free parking as well. And then this is the Trident Court, is our brand new dorm. It just started to accept students in September 2020. It's very, very beautiful. If you want to check it out, we have a video on our website. There are 1, 2, and 3 furnished bedroom units available, and also a laundry room on every floor. And I believe we also have restaurants and bubble tea shops and different stores on the first level. So I think we are still getting those stores ready for our students to enjoy in the future. And then the host family is also a choice for our international students. So if you're like me, when I came to the United States, I lived with a host family to learn English, to experience American culture. Our host families are trained by our housing office. They have to go through a very serious training, and also they have to submit a background check. So in this way, we can make sure our students are living in the host families, they are safe and they're happy. Some campus resources. So like I mentioned earlier, all these are free services. If you want to look for a job and you don't know how to write your resume or your cover letter, you come to the Career Action Center. So if you feel homesick and you need to talk to somebody, we also have counseling center available for our international students. So the Learning Support Center is to help you with your homework in different subjects. You can come to the library, STEM study room, and services for disabilities anytime, and all these are free. So here are just some numbers. So we have 9 sports teams on campus. We have 4 places to eat. We have 9 science labs. We have many student clubs. So for student clubs, if you come to our college and you see there's no club I'm interested in, you can always become the club president and start your own club. So I sponsor different clubs for our international students. It's a really fun experience for me to learn, and also very fun for the club members to enjoy different activities. And we have 2 dorms. We have many, many different events. We also have 28 computer labs and 2 greenhouses on campus. These are just some examples of events and activities. So we take our students go shopping. We take them to eat ice cream, to go to the zoo. And when the tulips are ready, we will take you to go see the tulip festivals. So each quarter we have an activity coordinator who will host all these events, and then we'll email our students, and then usually it's free to join, or it costs just a little money to join all these great events. So my last slide is about scholarships. We offer new student scholarships for our international students, and you can apply when you submit your application. And we also have other different types of scholarships, like the foundation scholarship, like the Complete the Dream scholarship. So we will let our students know all these different types of scholarship opportunities through emails. And so sometimes it's very easy. You write an essay and you can get scholarships as well. So for current quarter, which is the winter 2021 quarter, we are also offering a $500 tuition discount for our international students who register at least 12 credits. And you can get this tuition discount for up to 2 quarters. So it's a really, really great opportunity for our students to, you can get scholarships, you can get tuition discounts. So we just hope we can help a little bit for our students during this difficult time. So that concludes my presentation. And again, my name is Becky Chow, and feel free to reach out if you have any questions. On the bottom here, here's my email address, becky.chow@edcc.edu. So thank you for joining me, and we really want to see you on our campus. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask or reach or email me. Thank you so much.
Right, so thank you so much. So អ្នកទាំងអស់នេះដំណើរគេមានសំណួរអាចទម្លាក់មកតាម chat box ហ្នឹងមកអ្នកស្រី Becky គាត់នឹងជួយឆ្លើយផ្ទាល់តែម្ដងបាទ So Becky, we can wait for 5 minutes for the Q&A session. Is that okay for you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, because yeah. So there's one student asking about the TOEFL and IELTS requirement. Can you see from the chat box as well?
No, TOEFL is required for courses as per stated in the... Yes, so that is true. So we don't require TOEFL or IELTS. So you don't, if you haven't taken those tests, don't worry. So you can still apply to us, and then you can take our campus placement test. So you would take a basic English test to decide if you need to study in our English as a second language classes, or you might directly placed in our college level classes. So you don't have to, you don't have to have those tests.
Yeah. សម្រាប់ការសិក្សានៅប្រទេសអាមេរិកគឺមាន college និង university ច្រើនអត់តម្រូវតែភាសាអង់គ្លេសទេអញ្ចឹងយើងមានក៏បានអត់ក៏បានហើយបើសិនជាយើងអត់មានទេយើង apply ជាលក្ខណៈ conditional admission ពេលយើងទៅដល់ប្រទេសអាមេរិកគឺដូចសាលាសាកលវិទ្យាល័យមុនហ្នឹងក៏ឲ្យយើងធ្វើ online test ពីស្រុកខ្មែរទៅមុនអញ្ចឹងទៅដល់ហ្នឹងយើងរៀន ESL អាចពីមួយ term 3 ខែកន្លះឆ្នាំទៅមួយឆ្នាំមុនពេលយើងចូលរៀន main course របស់យើងបាទសូម្បីតែការសម្ភាសនាសុំទៅថាការ F1 visa ក៏អត់មានតម្រូវភាសាតេស្តភាសាអង់គ្លេសពីខាងមន្ត្រីអន្តរប្រវេសដែរបាទ Yeah, I was trying to explain to the student who was asking about the language test in Khmer language. Sorry.
Thank you. Yeah.
There's another question from Nora. She asking.
There's scholarships.
Scholarship, yeah.
So for the scholarships, for our new student scholarship, when you apply, so you fill out the application, and when you fill out the application online, and you will see the scholarship application is next to it. So you'll be able just to fill it out as well, so you can submit both at the same time. So I encourage our student to submit applications and the scholarship as early as possible, because the earlier you submit it, the bigger chance you might get it, because we have so many international students who apply. So
is it full scholarship or partial scholarship?
For the international scholarship is $1,000.
Okay. សម្រាប់បងប្អូនដែលចង់ដាក់ scholarship គឺទី1យើងត្រូវមានបន្ទុកភាសាអង់គ្លេសបាទ TOEFL ឬ IELTS ហើយទី2ត្រូវមាន GPA នៅសាលាយើងហ្នឹងបានខ្ពស់ដែរបាទហើយនៅបទពិសោធន៍ការងារនេះបងប្រាប់ទូសិន There's another question about the ESL class.
So the ESL class is 5 levels. There are 5 levels to the ESL classes. Each level is about 3 months long. So most of our students placed in level 3 and level 4. So it's different. When you come in level 4, it will take 2 quarters. That's roughly 6 months to finish. But if your English level is high, you may not even need to study ESL, because you will take our test and you might get tested out to directly into the college level classes.
ESL ហ្នឹងគឺសម្រាប់សំណួរបងប្អូនគឺពាក់ព័ន្ធជាមួយនឹងរយៈពេលគឺអត់ទាន់ច្បាស់ទេគឺរងចាំនៅពេលដែលយើងធ្វើ placement test នៅសាលាសិនបាទអញ្ចឹងពេល visa យើងគេ grant ហើយយើងអាចហោះទៅអាមេរិកហើយយើងទៅធ្វើ placement test នៅសាលាបានយើងអាចដឹងថាតើយើងរៀនប្រហែល term មួយ term វាប្រហែលជា$3,000ជាងក្នុងមួយ term បាទតែថ្លៃសាលាបាទអ្នកទាំងអស់នេះមានសំណួរផ្សេងទៀតទេបាទវគ្គភាសាអង់គ្លេសហ្នឹងគឺមានសិស្សខ្មែរយើងគាត់នៅយល់ច្រឡំច្រើនតែតាមពិតបើសិនជាតាម linguistic បើសិនជាយើងទៅរៀនភាសាអង់គ្លេសនៅប្រទេសដើមកំណើត native speaker ហ្នឹងគឺយើងអាចចេះបានល្អជាងរៀនពីស្រុកខ្មែរទៅពីព្រោះយើងរៀនពីស្រុកខ្មែរជា second language speaker ដល់ពេលយើងទៅដល់អាមេរិកយើងរៀនជាមួយ native speaker យើងនៅក្នុងបរិយាកាសអាមេរិកយើងប្រើភាសាអង់គ្លេស update ជាមួយជនជាតិអាមេរិកហ្នឹងទាំងpronunciation ទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងគឺយើងអាចតាមទាន់អាមេរិកជាពិសេសគឺពាក្យ slang ពាក្យអាមេរិកគឺអញ្ចឹងយើងអ្នកទៅរៀនភាសាអង់គ្លេសនៅអាមេរិកគឺមានឱកាសចេះច្រើនជាងអ្នករៀនពីស្រុកខ្មែរទៅបាទបងប្អូនអាចតម្លាក់សំណួរបន្តទៀតក៏បានដែរព្រោះយើងសល់ម៉ោងប្រហែលជា76នាទីទៀតបាទបើសិនជាអត់មានសំណួរទៀតទេយើងអាចដូចបងបញ្ជាក់អញ្ចឹងអាចតាក់ទងមកខាងស្ថាប័នភាសាយើងផ្ទាល់ក៏បានតាមប្រព័ន្ធណាក៏បានដែរទាំង Telegram ឬមួយក៏ Facebook ឬមួយក៏ទូរស័ព្ទដៃផ្ទាល់បាទ I think there's no more questions. You can explain very well so everybody can understand that.
Great. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me.
Oh, there's another question.
So can you
ESL online? Yeah.
So for right now, you can study ESL online, and the cost is same as the college level classes. Actually, for 1 quarter, it's about $3,300 for a full year. We're talking about a little less than $10,000. Thank you.
But it will be on campus from March this year, right?
We haven't decided for March yet. So for winter quarter, January to March, students can study online.
Yeah.
For March, we haven't decided yet. Thank you.
សម្រាប់សំណួររបស់កងហ៊ានអធិស្ឋានដោយសារតែការសិក្សាហ្នឹងជាការបង់ថ្លៃអញ្ចឹង scholarship គាត់មានអត់ពេញទេមានអាចទៅជា partial scholarship បាទអញ្ចឹងអាហ្នឹងយើងអាចតាមដានពី partial scholarship ប្រហែលអញ្ចឹងទៅបាទ Alright, so I thank you so much for your time and sharing your very great presentation. Yeah.
Thank you, Piram. Thank you. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, so please say hi to Martha for me as well. I hope she's doing well. Yeah.
I will.
Okay.
Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year to you too as well. Okay. Okay, bye-bye.
See you then. Bye.
Yeah, bye.